Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. In my opinion, XRP is a smart investment. It's the coal mine's canary in the coal. In particular, it is revealing the future of cryptocurrency, or the fate of all coins. Lots of individuals are currently pessimistic about all coins. They claim that an alternative season will not be held in 2025 due to the Federal Reserve's decision to maintain elevated interest rates and a restricted fiscal strategy. In such a setting, risk assets, and all coins in particular, will not perform well. Take a look at the opening remarks made by Mohammed El-Erian. They are worth considering. You can't put your faith in the Federal Reserve's predictions since their acts are completely undesirable, strange, and ridiculous. They weren't doing a thing. Subsequently, a gigantic, jumbo cut of 50 basis points appears out of nowhere, and further cuts of 25 basis points follow. There is no longer an election. They were against it going, and now they are acting as if it's ridiculous that we're going to be strict for an entire year. In a normal scenario, the Trump administration would begin scolding Jerome Powell, demanding that he lower interest rates. It is not being done by them. They're expressing the thought that they're likely making the appropriate choice. Are they up to no good? Spending by the government is being drastically reduced. The price of electricity will be reduced by them. Lastly, deregulatory measures will be implemented. The Federal Reserve will be left with no choice but to begin reducing the rate of inflation as a result of these three factors alone. Yes, that will transpire, and this is a contract. Investing in markets doesn't require us to sit tight and hope for the best. Their focus is on the future. It's a creative process, and as the date draws near, it will be front-loaded with people buying risk assets, especially altcoins, and the market will erupt. Has anything else transpired? On a fundamental level, this area has changed irrevocably due to a past mistake that we have simply closed the door on. The US government sought to debank crypto companies, litigate them, harass them, and halt crypto progress. At this moment, it is not the case. Laws are being constructed with precise frameworks. The SEC is currently developing guidelines. The CFTC is about to release its guidelines. Just looking at the asset valuations before that occurrence, before that flip-the-switch moment, shows how much more valuable they all are. We are about to use this technology and use blockchains, which are the tools they were intended for. You should be considerably more optimistic now that a lot of danger has been removed, especially with regard to all coins. The value of XRP reflects that fact. You can see the effects, and it's not because waves have done something or that Bank of America is a key player. Rather, asset values will react to the new environment. Since you're in such a public and direct dispute with Ripple, the business, and that linked asset, it's easy to see with XRP. The future looks brighter for all cryptocurrencies, not just XRP. In fact, asset values will rise across the board as a result. Plus, I really doubt it will take an excessive amount of time. Thus, I thought this post to be quite intriguing. I've hit rock bottom. Okay, Solana, I'm totally on board with Ethan. The Cardano RWA storyline is going to take center stage. Ethereum, Cardano, and XRP hold the upper hand in this situation. This is the one area, perhaps beyond payments, where institutions are interested in using blockchain technology. I'm sure there will be many more chains that have value with RWA. Success will be plentiful for the cryptocurrencies that can keep up with the demand and have clout in RWA. Many new solutions will be introduced based on the concept of tokenizing and putting real-world assets on the blockchain. The issuers of XRP ETFs are submitting an application for a product that labels XRP as a commodity asset with a security wrapper. Eleanor Terry will eventually say something along these lines. People are perplexed, so, once again, the fact that gold or any other asset is part of an exchange-traded fund, ETF, does not imply that it is a security. Property. The underlying asset in an exchange-traded fund, ETF, is a commodity, but the ETF itself is a securities. Whatever it is, it may be oil. The SEC has temporarily halted litigation related to this matter, while the Crypto Task Group attempts to resolve it. I don't think we really know what the SEC is thinking, but it's noteworthy that they aren't refusing these products outright. Allow me to explain. They may have acknowledged the XRP ETF, but that doesn't guarantee it will pass. Things are going to get crazy once the SEC chairman takes his seat, in my opinion. Until then, though, everything is on pause. From finalizing these legal cases to authorizing these ETFs, you won't be able to accomplish much of it before your boss assumes his position. He will want credit for it all. And that's exactly what they are doing. Simply put, they are stalling. Things are likely to move very, very fast, though, once the chair of the SEC takes his post. Hey Justin again. JP Morgan has around $100 million in Plan B, which is perhaps preferred stock that pays dividends, or convertible, an estimate of convertible debt, or something else entirely. However, even major financial institutions, like JP Morgan, are showing interest in the cryptocurrency market. MicroStrategies are an entry route for many institutions, and I'm not a fan of their leveraging practices, so I'm not the biggest supporter of them. However, I do see that this will continue. Citing advantages from censorship-resistant L2, Vitalik argues that Ethereum requires higher gas fees, interoperability, and safety in the event of an emergency, leading him to advocate for increased petrol prices. Sure, it's clear that Trump's cryptocurrency holdings are important developments regarding digital assets are on the way, according to David Sachs. This is really frustrating for folks. It's never good when you announce anything like this, they say. We need constant reassurance from David Sachs that they are addressing this issue and intend to implement regulations. Each announcement may not be monumental, but we must not allow them to remain mute. We would rather that they remain rather than disappear without a trace. This is an excellent example of an ongoing activity. Something will come out of this. Again, I believe they need to incorporate that SEC chair soon. They need to arrange everything at the CFTC. All of their preparations need to be in order. Their work, though, will be evident in a flash. I mean, this is just a few months, not years. I found this to be rather intriguing. When the economy crashed in '91, one of the main problems was that many people had adjustable rate mortgages. As a result, the government pushed for fixed-rate mortgages, which are great because your payments won't change no matter what happens to interest rates. I read a lot of stuff from the International Monetary Fund and similar organizations. Hold for a second, says the International Monetary Fund, fixed-rate policies don't give central banks the control we desire. We must endeavor to encourage individuals to take up arms. Since there is typically a certain rate period, 3 years, 5 years, whatever, when you have an arm. But after that point, central banks have beautiful control. For example, they can increase market payments if households are spending too much. It takes less time for an increase in the interest rate, for example. Folks aren't selling their houses, you know. It's as if nothing is happening. Raise it, then. So they'll make the house seem expensive, and then we'll buy it. It's alarming to see them publicly stating their desire to be able to steal money from people's pockets in real time. Your attention in seeing my video is greatly appreciated. When you're done, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think.